And we're back.
Oh my gosh, season 2, episode 9, ladies and gentlemen. Strap in.
Oh.
It is gonna be a
Clink.
doozy. We are bringing you that good, bad.
Yes.
We are bringing you that March Madness.
Yes.
We are bringing you Drake playing Fortnite.
What?
Did he get paid?
Ooh.
Question mark. And we are also going to be bringing you that new music, including some new Leon Bridges, including some Johnny Rain. Wait, who is that? Exactly.
We're going to put you on.
Jay Adams with the new Struggle Rapper tape. Toni. I mean, we just hitting them with little albums, little singles here and there.
We do everything for the people. So make sure you listen to this episode. It starts right now. Daps_pounds is where you find us on all social media. Enjoy. Here you go.
Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Yeah. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. The Daps and Pounds show. This is the Daps and Pounds show. Yeah. You know.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing? We have done it. We have made it to another week. We hope that yours starts out as good as it possibly can. You're already making the right decision and helping your week start out right because you're listening to
The Daps and Pounds show.
Woo! My name is Malky. To my left,
Dobie.
we have Dobie. Represent two mics,
two friends,
in one show. The Daps and Pounds show. Welcome. What episode is this? What number? 9. Episode 9 of season 2. We are here. Guys, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter. Daps_pounds. We ask that you comment, and we will try to retweet and everything like that. We ask that you ask us questions when we post stuff on the gram and everything like that. And then also on iTunes and Stitcher, where a lot of you guys are listening to us. Make sure you type in The Daps and Pound Show. Find us, subscribe to us, like us, share us, all that good stuff. If you want to see the sex appeal, go to youtube.com and put in The Daps and Pounds Show. You can find everything from season 1 and season 2. All right. So if you want to go back and start from the beginning, we have over 24 hours of content from season 1, which is it's actually a really sick accomplishment if you think about it.
For sure.
If you think about how long it took us to like get this going after talking about it, to have probably 30 hours at this point of content is really sick. So continue to support those that have been supporting. I really appreciate all the love. I heard feedback this weekend from people that listen that like didn't necessarily listen, so that was really sick. So shout out to everybody, man.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's always dope.
Yeah.
That's always dope.
Very good stuff.
You know, I saw like in the on our website, like somebody from like a couple people from like overseas checked the website, and so like I wish we had better idea of like who our listener base is through the podcast.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, we out here.
Listen, if you are from the overseas area, it's not very specific, and you listen to us, hit us up on Twitter, DM us, and please, we will definitely try to acquiesce to any questions that you might have. We love that feedback from the people we call Dappies. Now, Dappy Nation, we are going to start this show with good, bad. If it's your first time listening, good, bad is when the co-hosts tell you something good, bad, or indifferent. Sometimes there's no good, sometimes there's no bad, and we just say something about life. So yeah, we're going to start that off now. Good, bad. Dobie, what you got?
Yes. Good. Got family in. Nieces are in.
Yes, they are.
From Arkansas, so that's always fun just to have people you don't see in your life often. Oh, excuse me. Later episode today, guys.
Later episode.
So it's definitely just dope to have new people come in and all that. So that's been a good. Another good is just March Madness, man. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll segue a little bit. Talk about March Madness.
Let's go.
Because I always love March Madness.
Let's go.
Is that something that you also enjoy?
Yeah, March Madness is the time of year that you truly get to see why college is better than the NBA in a lot of aspects. And I think that NBA, the last few years of the finals, it's like been getting there, that type of excitement, intensity. But when there's like 2 seconds left and it's a college game, dude, for some reason, it's just like, to me anyway, it's just like, you know that these are kids. And like everything is riding on it, and it's just like a different level of emotion. So yeah, 100%. I definitely agree with you.
It's been good. My bracket, ladies and gentlemen, I'm always down for like history and sports, right? Mm-hmm. I'm always down for it. But this was the one time I kind of wasn't down for it because I picked Virginia to go all the way. And, of course, they were the first 1 seed ever in the history of the NCAA tournament to lose to a 16 seed team. And not barely. Like, bro, they got dominated. I don't know if you were able to see any of the game.
I watched clips of the game and obviously the final score and the summary, everything like that. And it looked incredible. It looked like it was a straight domination.
No, it was like reversed. It was like Virginia was the 16 seed. Like, that's how crazy it was.
Yeah.
So, and then we don't know what's going to happen, but it looks like a 2 seed might get dropped here soon because North Carolina, which is another huge favorite to win the tournament, might get dropped. Like, oh my gosh, it's crazy out here. It's March Madness, but that's always a good to me. I love watching those buzzer beaters galore. There have been some already amazing buzzer beaters. So it's always a good thing for me. Weather is like getting warmer. It's slowly but surely, which is always a plus. So that's a good because Malcolm and I are not winter guys.
No.
No, we are not winter guys. So, that's what we're doing. Nerd Me, just getting in there. Dragon Ball Super. First off, there was the second to last episode that just aired last night.
Okay.
It's up there for the craziest episode of Dragon Ball I've ever watched. Like, out of all of the shows, all of the episodes, like, it was insane. Like, I was on, oh my gosh, it was just so good. Like, I was very, very animated through the entire episode because it was just so good. And there was some huge surprises at the end of it, and it just took me for a loop, and I was so here for it. Also, if anybody's interested, just kind of looking it up. It just shows the impact of Dragon Ball. Like, Mexico had a bunch of watch parties, and we're talking about thousands of people came out to watch the show together.
It might have been your retweet then that I saw that on.
Well, that wasn't even the last one. I saw some other ones where there were way more people than that.
It could have been you. Someone retweeted something on Twitter or something like that, and it looked like it was crazy.
I did retweet one, but I'm just saying there were some other pictures and videos that I found where there were way more people. So it was just really cool. Also, I started collecting Dragon Ball Super cards. It's like this new card game, but I guess it's really fun. And Zeke's Comics, shout out to Zeke's Comics, have been going down there. But apparently they're trying to get a little thing set up. So every Saturday, if you want to play the game, they're going to have people down there. It's something I might get into. Something a little different, you know?
Okay.
You know, something a little different. So yeah, definitely that. Bad, I feel like it's a good moment to just speak up on it, but one of my coworkers, her husband's best friend, committed suicide this past week, and she said what they're trying to do was set up these custom koozies in remembrance of him, kind of for their town.
Okay.
Because I guess a year ago, another person committed suicide in that town, and she was having trouble with the design, and I just said, I'll do it. Got the design ready, and she said it was perfect, and she was trying to pay me and stuff like that, and I was like, no, don't worry about it. I'm just glad to be able to help out. But it was a blessing to be able to be used in that way to help them, design something for something like that important to people. But guys, if you're feeling like depression's a real thing out there and Like, don't be afraid to talk to people. Like, it's good that we keep mentioning this on every single platform, no matter where it be. That's why I love that music is talking about it more. I love that news is talking about it more, that culture heads are talking about it more, sports figures are talking about it more. So, I mean, it's a real thing. Talk to people. If you need help, go out there and get it. So I just want to, so that was like a good, but a bad at the same time, you know, for me.
A good turned in, or a bad turned into.
Yeah, just to be able to have no affiliation with that individual at all. Never met him, don't know who he is, but it's nice to know, like, maybe I can bring a little bit of peace and a smile to somebody who is affected by that. You know what I mean? Also, dude, grab that little box right there. Yes, manuscripts, bro. This is so my guy Jesse, and when I used to work with Classy Llama, they started a Kickstarter campaign. Check it out, dude. And they created like these little like pocket-sized booklets of like the scripture, and they made it so like it's story-driven kind of. So there's no verses in it; it's only chapters to be more like approachable. And the design format was, their goal is like they hope like you put this like in your back pocket more, or like you like ladies throw this in your purse or something like that. And this was like their first set. It's Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Their Kickstarter campaign raised more than double of what they were asking for, and it's just really cool to know somebody personally that takes such a big risk like this and actually like puts forth like a ton of effort. And you could tell the design and the quality, bro. It's like you could tell like it's super nice. And so I've been reading a little bit out of Matthew out of this, but shout out to Jesse and the manuscripts team. If you guys want to know more about it, you can just Google manuscripts, and they're hoping to release a couple more down the road. But I'm really glad to be a part of supporting something like this. And
this is dope.
Knowing somebody who, yeah, I know. I was like super hype about it when I got him in the mail.
No, this is really cool.
Yeah.
I like this.
It's fairly affordable too.
Where can they get it?
Manuscript. I don't know if it's manuscripts.com, but
manuscriptsbooks.com maybe.
Yeah, if that's the website in the book. Right. Yeah.
For you guys interested into like seeing what we're talking about right now, go to manuscriptsbooks.com support. This is cool.
Yeah, and it's pretty affordable too. But I was kind of almost willing to pay anything at this point, because I was like, wait, what? What are you doing, dude?
That's lit.
He's like, yeah, like we just have this like idea. He's like, we're gonna run with it.
That's like, wow. That's really.
This is the same guy who like rode his bicycle all across, like went from like East Coast to West Coast.
You told me about that.
This dude
guy.
is just like him and his friends are like just on another level in terms of
some
like.
People just think different,
right?
And
no,
it's just
he's
like,
one of those kids. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I know who you are, guy.
Right. But I think he surrounds himself with people who have that same mindset, you know, to keep that drive going. But, you know, I was super pumped about this, dude. Yeah. All right, that's enough talking on my side. Oh, well, actually, I thought it was hilarious. Funny story. You know what? Well, I'll segue into the discussion after new music. Well, wait, should we do Fortnite talk before new music or after?
I don't know. Yeah, sure. Why not? It's our show. We can.
You do.
In my head, I'm like, can we do that? Like, yeah, we actually can. Good, bad. Man, it's interesting that you brought up that fact about depression and making sure people talk to people. And I'm not depressed or anything, but I saw my therapist again like last week or so, and I hadn't been in like 3 or 4 months. It had been like a minute, and I like to drop in like every 2 maybe just to talk and stuff like that. And my dude is like really cool guy, and it's never like big issues or anything. I've been finding myself like, and I guess this fits into bad, but it's actually a good, but whatever. I've been finding myself, so if I have a full schedule, I have a lot of stuff to do. So I'll get done with that thing and I'll stay up until like 3 to get it done. So a normal person, what I'm calling a normal person, would then not wake up at 4 or 5. They would wake up at a normal time and then continue their day. But the way my mind was working, I was waking up early and then like putting even more on my plate. Like, I got this done, now I need to put even more on my plate. And I was like overworking myself. And
no rest period.
And so I was just like talking to him about resting and stuff like that, and it definitely helped. I've been able to see a difference already in just like taking a minute, like taking breaks, and
Heck yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I took a nap, and like I took a nap and like I was like, this is wild. So
And you felt really good afterwards.
yeah. So it was I guess it was a bad that I felt like I was overworking myself, but shout out to, just like Debbie said, talk to people, man. Don't let it, I wasn't depressed, but don't let something like that get you to the level where you're depressed and
Heck yeah.
feeling down and stuff like that. So it's always good just to get things out. And if it's not a therapist, you don't have to see a therapist. You can talk to your friend, you can talk to your pastor, you can talk to a close family friend that you know, that someone that you trust. If it's your girlfriend or boyfriend or something like that, you can talk to that person. So make sure you talk to people.
Heck yeah.
That's one thing there. Good is I just got off the road from Chicago, and I got to finally sit down, take some long needed time and plan out the wedding of Connor. And I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you, my boy. Bless you.
Felt it coming.
Bless you.
You know when you feel it in your
God
nose?
bless you.
But yeah, I got to plan out I'm officiating the wedding of my friends Connor and Kate. Got to talk about that with them. Got to take a lot of notes, plan everything out. So then I'm going to send them like 2 or 3 versions of what I'm doing. And then they're going to make some like edits and stuff like that. But then I got to see Connor's little sister, Shanna, who I haven't seen in a couple years. Got to see his parents, who I haven't seen in a couple years. And they were in Decatur. They moved up to Wakanda to be with him. It was so cool. I know. I know. You know, it's so weird. Wakanda's population of black people is like very small.
Well, you remember when they did all the
Opposite of
pictures, the town, there was no black people.
No, there's like no black people. But it was amazing to see his family again and like have like actual like genuine time, like spending genuine time with that family, man. I love that family. Connor and Kate are like a really cool couple and really cool people. So I love those guys. That's my guy. And then I was able to, so I was going to Chicago for that. Eli came up for St. Patrick's Day. This kid has crazy Marriott rewards. So he had a room in River North for like $65, which is nuts because it's $300 a night. And then he was like, hey, I'm here, just stay at my hotel. So I was like, all right. So I met up with him, and then we were able to go out last night and hang out with people. Found some new spots in Chicago that are like really, really cool. And then got brunch with Katie and Jack today. Shout out to them. Darren, she says what's up. Met up with Darren. She says what's up. And then just talked, hang out. So it was a good time.
Good.
It was a good break away from the city. And
Did you see anybody else we know?
I don't think so, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it was when I first got to, like, Eli was already there. When I left Connor.
Oh, yeah, Hicks is like away right now, too, isn't he?
No, so he was there, but when we called him to link up, he had already been starting already, and, like, it was done. Okay. It was done.
Yeah,
it was done.
Yeah. He's an early riser.
Yeah, so it was done. So we didn't see him, but we hit him up. So yeah, man, it was a good time. Got off the road, came straight to the podcast. So that's why the episode's late. It was because we got brunch and it took forever.
Well, for the people, it's not late, but
I guess yeah. For us recording our normal time, we usually do it on Sundays earlier. So
heck yeah.
So yeah, that was good, bad, man, and super happy about everything right now.
Good.
Looks good.
Good.
So now we're going to move into our Fortnite discussion.
Okay,
for those who don't. Oh,
it was a good one.
A different segue.
Mobile came. Oh my gosh, mobile came on. Right, so mobile on Fortnite, and it was kind of like my lunch break.
Okay.
Right, so I just got done eating my pizza. I'm in my office, and I was like, hey man, I'll give it a shot. And then there was I was actually doing really well. Like I had 4 kills or something like that, and then there was 4 people left.
Yeah.
So I'm in top 5, right?
Okay.
And I get a call, and so I had to stop. Hello, hey, your customers are here. Okay. And I was like, I am not taking this 15 minutes I had to go because I'm like there. Like me and my competitive side, I'm like there. Like this is my break. I'm gonna knock this out. Well, then the customers that they were like customers that I previously sold, and they're like super fun people, and they're like, oh, he's on his phone, and I was like talking to him. I was like, guys, I'm just gonna be really honest. This might sound wild, but I played this game and I am almost about to win.
You are wild.
But they're like, I knew that they were the people like I could do that with.
Yeah, they would.
And they're like, good, we want you to win. And they were like, we're just gonna stand right here. Is that okay? And I was like, yeah, this is perfectly fine. And I was able to. I was just talking with them, because I knew too what they were needing, and I couldn't have helped them. I had to go get somebody else anyways. But regardless, first time playing on the phone, I won. So
good.
I did win 6 kills. Thought that was hilarious. But Fortnite, what's crazy? Drake, your boy Drake got on Fortnite and played with Ninja in the wee hours of the night on a Wednesday, and Twitter was loving it. Twitch was loving it. Broke a record for the single stream. Eventually, Travis Scott jumped on, as well as Juju Smith, who is becoming honestly like one
of the best personalities in sports.
And he knows what he's doing. He's already, his brand image is
when his contract is up, they're gonna have to pay him, and endorsements. He's going to do well.
Mm-hmm. So basically we want to talk to you about this because one, what's cool about it, but Malcolm and I have been chatting, and part of me thinks he might be right, but my heart doesn't want to believe it. And so Malcolm says he comes from a marketing background, so Malcolm is saying that Drake was paid to do this. Now, I come from a different side, only just because of, like, I've been watching this guy. I've seen kind of some things fall into place, but I think it's mainly just fans being fans, while you say, no, it's all pre-orchestrated bullcrap. So basically, I guess it was like a month ago, Drake followed Ninja on Instagram, and so, of course he screenshotted it, because then if Ninja, by the way, is now the #1 most popular single-person Twitch streamer. He makes about $580,000 a month just in subscribers alone.
That boy good.
Fortnite, and here's another thing too. Fortnite, when in this past month, okay, it's just been this past month, has been now the #1 game being played, right? Well, not kind of. It just depends on what other games, but it's like the popularity has risen to an all-time high. It's a free-to-play battle royale game, okay? So just in this last month or so, it's already peaked. Okay, it already has peaked. So that's one reason why I'm like, I don't think it was paid, because they've already been to the #1 spot.
Yep.
Because I think this would have been great marketing if they weren't, to get it to the #1 spot. Oh, Drake plays this. Anyways, he followed him, and I'm watching from the beginning. That's why I thought this was crazy. And he's like, okay, I don't want to disappoint anybody. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. Because he's like looking at his phone, and then like he waits like 30 seconds, and he's like, we might be squadding up with Juju and Drake. Like, and the chat was like, what? They were going wild, like, no way. But most people knew that he followed him, plus like the guy's been a fan. So anyways, eventually Drake comes in. Now, however, this was one thing that I thought was interesting. Ninja, being the #1 Fortnite player, brings revenue to Fortnite, right? Immediately once he texted that, and this could go either way. This is why I think it's an interesting conversation. Because I think because he's the #1 player already, he has the connection to the developers, right? Because he's the #1 player in the game. He's bringing in income. Any smart developer would be friends with the people who are bringing in the viewership.
Yep.
Well, he slid into his DMs and was like, yo, let us know if you have any issues. We want to make this happen. Okay? So it wasn't like, this wasn't pre-set up. Then they actually had issues for an hour and a half, dude, where Drake couldn't play with Ninja. So complications arose. In my opinion, it was because it was just a spur of the moment thing, not pre-planned. So for an hour and a half, though, everybody's waiting for this dude. Okay. And so But basically, they because the Fortnite guy was like, "Yo, no, let's make this happen." So they had to help Drake get into this thing, doing some whatever. But then when they finally started playing, Drake actually knew what he was doing more, and I don't know why he would play Fortnite for like 2 months to practice, just to practice for one event. Like if he was complete trash in the beginning, like had no clue, was asking all these questions, I think I would be like, yeah, that's fine. I get that. But he's like, how long have you been playing Fortnite? He's about 2 months now. He's like, basically like when we're in the studio and like, he's like, usually we're here like 24/7. And like when us and the crew need a break, he's like, we just play Fortnite. Mm-hmm. And then he was bringing in a couple of his friends that he played with. So that leads me to believe like he does play this game with his like friends. And so Ninja asked like, how long have you been following me? He's like, yo, I actually started following you because I saw like some clips through the Instagram page because my buddies were talking about you. And I was like, dang, this kid's crazy. Followed you. And then I also watched you win like that PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds tournament or whatever. So he was like bringing up stuff like I didn't even know about. Mm-hmm. That happened up in Germany, I guess, like that. And so he's like, yeah. And he's like, wow, that's crazy. But anyways, just a couple of lines like, yeah, he's like, no, brother, we're not in the community leagues anymore. This is the NBA finals because they were on like the Twitch stream or whatever. I don't know. I just watched the whole thing. It felt way more natural, in my opinion, than just like whatever. And then Ninja said that they tried to make it happen last week, and then Drake's schedule got too busy. And so then Drake that day on a Wednesday, Ninja even said, he's like, I thought we were going to do this on like a weekend, and then here you are on a Wednesday of all nights. He's like, one of the worst nights actually to do this. He's like, but whatever. So I don't know. I just felt like it was more natural. And then Drake was also like, Lil Yachty's trying to get on. Travis Scott's trying to get on. And he's like, we might have to have the rap squad on here. Mm-hmm. Couple lines too where Drake died, and then he's like, you want me to just restart? And Ninja was like, nah. Or Drake was like, nah, let the guy work. And I don't know. It just showed, to me, it was Drake started playing this game, found this dude, realized he is the best because he is the best at this game. Mm-hmm. And what does Drake do? He gravitates to the best of whoever is doing whatever. Yeah. No matter sports, fashion.
That's facts, big facts.
No matter what. So I think so. And he found out he was a fan of him, so he gravitated towards Ninja. Mm-hmm. But after this, I will say he will get paid after this moment, because there is like this event that they're trying to put on, and like everybody's gonna get paid there, no doubt about it. Anyways, though, I was super hyped about it. It was huge for Twitch. They broke records. Drake was very interesting though. He was just, I don't know. It was awesome, dude. I had such a good time.
So here's my thing here's my take. One, I think when we had our back and forth about whether or not it was a setup or whether or not it was like this completely natural thing, which is what you believe it is, right? I think one, you got offended that I would say that it's a setup when I'm saying kudos. Like, it's a good thing. That's commerce. That's capitalism. Like, that's how that works. There's nothing wrong with that. One. Two, what's crazy is the day afterwards, I'm on Instagram. Try not to sneeze in the mic, guys. I'm on Instagram the next day, and they were saying that Fortnite wants to have a Hotline Bling emote. Did you see that?
Yeah, after Drake played and they found out Drake was playing.
Right. They said they have plans for a Hotline Bling emote. Right.
Yeah.
For them to say that, legally, you have to have permission. You have to already have No, trust me, you do. You have to legally have talked to him and say, is this okay if we do this? Drake.
So you think it's all set up just because of the emote?
No. Listen. Fetty Wap, Future, this Ninja kid. 100% right. He goes after the best. When does he do it? When the music's good and when it benefits him.
Yeah, but sports doesn't benefit him.
It doesn't?
I'm just saying, like, if you, like, the way I see it is if you could play basketball, and I know this is going to be completely different in your eyes compared to mine, but if you could play basketball with King James and not get paid for it, would you still do it?
Would you have a camera there?
I don't know. That's not my lifestyle.
No.
Drake doesn't record everything.
I'm not saying I'm not. No. That's my point. He records the things that he needs to record. Mm-hmm. That's literally my point. I'm not saying, and I never said, and I think this is another thing that you misconstrued from our conversation. I never said that he'd never played, and he doesn't play. I 100% think it's totally possible that he could have played for, I'm not sure how long the game's been out, but he could have played from day one.
Right.
Truly believe that. I super believe that with people like Yachty because he's from that age where, he's probably been doing it long. I believe it with Travis. Travis is goofy. I definitely believe that with Juju. Juju has been super vocal about that and other entertainment aspects for a really long time. So I'm never, ever, ever would I say that he just picked this up for this event, for this thing. Right. I don't think so. So what you were saying about he knew the lingo and he knew everything like that, completely true probably. Like, I don't think that that's a new thing at all. I'm just saying that Drake is the most orchestrated artist of our time. Like him, Beyonce, Jay-Z, the most orchestrated. They do nothing without some type of notice. They do nothing without a reason behind it. Nothing. Everything they do. We had a conversation a couple episodes ago about God's plan, and people were upset that he filmed it. You know why he filmed it? Because honestly, it would be a great thing for his image too. Like, it wasn't just giving back. It would also be a great thing for his image. He probably had the idea, hey, I want to give back $1 million to people. Okay, what's a good way that we can do this? I want to inspire the youth. I want to do all this stuff. People on his team were probably like, we're going to do it like this. We're going to set up everything like this. And guess what? That helps his back end. People that don't like Drake are going to be like, you know what? I might give his album a listen. That's help. That all helps. I work with charities all the time. I put together contracts. And do you know what I have to put in the contract? How many Facebook posts are you going to give us? How many Twitter posts are you going to give us if we work with you? Might sound bad because we're working with a charity. It's all about giving back. But I don't go after charities no one's heard of. I go after the best charities. Mm-hmm. I have to get something back for my time that I'm putting in. I absolutely have to, or else I end up wasting a lot of money. Right. When it's not supposed to be looked at as wasted, but still, that's just how you have to go about things. Right. And I think Drake is a master marketer. I truly think he's a master marketer. So the event that you're talking about, the Fortnite emote, all of these things, I'm not saying that for that night, they gave him $100,000. I'm saying that this was a conversation that was gone on between business people that said, hey, you play Fortnite, right?
So it Drake wasn't between yes. Ninja. It was just between Fortnite and Drake.
No. I'm saying Ninja, all of these people got together and talked beforehand. Ninja and him could really have played together and stuff like that and said, hey, we should play. We should set something up. Someone on Ninja's team could have bounced it back to the rest of Fortnite, the rest of Twitch. They said, hey, let us know when you want to do this. And then that's how you build equity. Like, that's how you build morale. Like, that's how you get stuff to pop. It's all about a scene. They could have done this with no cameras. None. They did not have to do this with cameras. And Drake doesn't do anything without cameras a lot at all. Right. He does the things that are going to come back and bring revenue. This emote, this celebrity thing, everyone wants to be the hottest thing. So even if he didn't get paid that night, they probably gave him some type of endorsement. This whole thing is endorsement. Imagine how many... Do you think that if Drake was still beefing with Meek or Budden or someone like that, and Ninja played that guy nonstop in the background, that Drake would still do this? You probably do, but I don't. Like, it like that, all of that stuff works together. All of it. It's an easy relationship because he was a fan. Mm-hmm. Drake starts playing Fortnite. He's a fan of Fortnite. It's a relationship. It's super symbiotic. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But Drake, I don't believe, is doing anything that public without some type of revenue stream involved. I just don't believe that he would do that. It just hasn't been anything he's done in the past. Mm-hmm. He has a relationship with the Raptors. He becomes their ambassador, and it becomes like, hey, this is the 6 I want to put on my city. 2 years after that ambassadorship, he gets to open Frings Up, which is a club in the arena. That stuff it works together. Like it's all the same thing. It's all about the advertising that goes into it. There's probably a lot of people that are gamers that might not even listen to Drake. Now they're like, oh, let me check that out. It works. It's advertising when you're the best, and it benefits Drake. That was my side of it. That I think that this was something that was set up, but in a good way. Like they talked to each other, hey, we should do this sometime. And someone said, hey, let's make this an event. Like, let's make this really go. Like, let's make this what it was. That whole night, it was trending number 1. Mm-hmm. And number 2 was Fortnite. And number 3 was Twitch. Mm-hmm. Those are marketing dollars. Like, that's how stuff gets pushed. Mm-hmm. And I think it's great. I don't have any problem with it. I just wanted it
to be the goodness of his heart.
I don't think he has the goodness of his heart. I really don't. Like these people who do these things, like.
So, but do you think Travis got paid too, or was that like probably
possibly? I mean, I think this is advertisement for all of them.
Right.
But I do believe that Drake probably did get an amount for this, and it could be a elongated amount that says, "Hey, if this goes well, this is going to bring awareness. We will take care of." We'll give you money for the emote. We'll give you something. He got something for this, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yep. That was my take on it.
It's good for gaming, though. That's what's most exciting about it.
It's great for gaming.
Yeah, but I still
this does not hurt anyone.
No, it doesn't. Absolutely
This
not.
is amazing for everyone involved.
No, yeah, 100% good for everybody. It was really fun. Also, you found out Drake was a vegetarian. He's not eating meat anymore, and he likes pineapple on pizza.
Yep.
But it was interesting because there was this other guy who joined in the middle of the party, threw the vibe off entirely. People like were pissed. They were like, kick this dude out. Like he just was very awkward and was like a little needy. And it was so funny because before Drake got on, Ninja was like, you know what? I'm going to give you guys some advice. He's like, this is what my brothers always told me. You know what they always told me? No matter where you're at, no matter what situation you're in, no matter who's in the room, read the room. Read the room. Understand the vibe of the room. You don't want to be that guy who's coming out full blown when it's just a chill atmosphere. He's like, read the room. Well, that other guy did not read the room because he threw everything off, and duos were like way better. It was actually really fun because I think just Ninja and Drake actually like really meshed well in a weird, interesting way. So we hope to see it again. Also, it was really funny.
I think you will too. I definitely think you will. This is the beginning.
Anytime Drake got a kill or knocked down, everybody just spammed in the chat God's plan. Which was...
I saw that clip. I was funny.
And then Travis Scott was like, 3, 2, 1, God's plan, let's get it. Like reviving somebody. It was like... It just shows like Drake always, like, no matter what he does, it's like once a year, he at least finds one thing that everybody wants to say.
Yes, he does.
Which is fun.
He's mastered the arena chant, like being able to, I'm sorry, I only love my bed. Like every album, there's that song, you know, that like in an arena, they can drop out the track and just fill it up. It's an amazing, amazing thing.
With my 6. So guys, we'll actually probably put up a Twitter poll on Tuesday. Do you think he was paid? Do you think he was not paid? But it does make more sense what Malcolm's saying. I just want, as a gamer, it just to be authentic.
I love
and
that.
real.
Like, I love that things are getting more real, and even if this is a setup, I'm saying like they were actually playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
100%.
The old commercials of like people playing video games, like having a star. Oh, you want to see your star play video games, and like it gets like old. This is it. This is the transition. This is when Twitch and Fortnite and every gamer subscription service is going to win, because they said, guys, we've been making commercials now for a while without any like really true backing. We've been making our own celebrities. Once they find a way to link, which they just started to do, it's gonna blow up. Yeah. It's great. I think it's gonna become mainstream.
Good stuff. I'm glad because I'm a huge gamer. So if you guys are happy about it, hit us up on Daps_pounds. Hit us up on Twitter, Instagram. Let us know if you watched it, if you had fun with it. Sorry for the lengthy conversation. We just had a good time talking about it.
Yeah, it was good.
Twitter and stuff like that. So we just wanted to chat about it. Plus, I mean, it's about Drake and it's about video games. Like,
and I'm a Drake stan.
You're a Drake stan. How are we not going to talk about it?
It's fusion.
Speaking of Drake stans, guys, Drake also just came out with a new remix here. So we're going to be moving into the description of no music.
Guys,
it's like bad every time.
I know it's new music time here. We have actually a bunch to get to in the show. We're gonna kind of go through these. And luckily there wasn't tons and tons of stuff, so it should be fairly quickly to get through these. We are gonna start with Rich Homie Quan's, which is, this is weird to say, debut album, which is really weird to say. Rich as in spirit. First of all, I love the title. I don't know why. I'm rich as in spirit. Just funny to me. So it's his debut work. You know, me and Dobie have been waiting for this for like a really long time. And it's 19 songs. And I have to agree with Dobie. He told me that there's no hype songs and that weighed it down. Yeah. And I definitely agree.
Mm-hmm. His singles were his best songs, actually.
Yeah, I agree.
And Reflecting was good. The first track was good. But I just was waiting for more, like, some type of way. Yeah. Like, there just wasn't, like, that energy. And I was waiting for it. It was too chill.
Yeah, it was too chill. Now, I will say I'm very happy that it's out, and I'm happy for him because I think he's a good dude. But yeah, there was no like boom, banger, 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 banger. But at the same time, it was consistent music. It's no worse. It's no worse than the Moneybag Yo's and the
it's good still.
Scooters. It's no worse than any of that.
It's still good.
Shout out to Rich Homie Quan, Rich in Spirit.
Yeah,
he
needs like a 6-song EP with all hype songs now, though.
He does,
like a month from now.
He truly does. Where do you want to go from here?
It does it, Sweetie. It wasn't vibing. Like, girl artists are just hard for. It's not because they can't rap. Don't get me. It's just how delivery and voice are very important to me. And for some reason, I'm like,
I liked 23, but the rest of it, like Dobie was saying, it's kind of hard to get into. Icy Girl was hard to get into, even though that's actually a really popular song. That's on a street level, and I just can't rock with it. I don't think she's for me. But,
9 songs, EP, high maintenance, Sawiti.
I did listen to Love Simon, the soundtrack, just because I knew Bleachers was doing most of it. And it's actually pretty cool. So Alfie's song is a song I talked about a long time ago on the podcast from Bleachers. I'm really getting into Bleachers recently. The Khalid and Normani song, Love Lies, that came out a while back. We talked about it. I like that track. That track has really, really grown on me. Bleachers has a bunch of songs on here. Keeping a Secret's probably my favorite. So this movie is coming out really, really soon. They put out the soundtrack. It's not bad at all. It's very sunglasses top down type stuff though. Cool. It's very like ding, 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 ding. It's very 80s, I'll say. 80s. Let's see here. Wale, I listened to Wale. It's Complicated EP came out. And it's only 4 songs, but it is him over soul stuff. And it's him literally talking about relationships the entire time. Black Bonnie's crazy to me. This Jaquez kid, I really like his voice for some reason. I don't know what it is about him, but I like it. And he has that BED song that's really good too.
It was straight. I mean, I was just like, cool, Wale.
Yeah. And I honestly, I kind of like Wale right now without trying to do the bangers. Yeah. Because the bangers have felt forced recently. And I just want him to kind of like luck up on one. Yeah. That's true. This is a very poetic piece though. Like
Bishop. Did you listen to Bishop? Yeah. That's boom boom bap all the way.
Super boom boom bap.
If you guys are just looking for boom boom bap beats, just like going in through the entire songs, elevators. Doom is like affiliated with this as well. I think they said
Up and Away is my favorite, but it's dope. I like it.
So yeah, go check it out. Elevators Act 1 and 2 by Bishop.
Trey the Truth. I listened to a bit of it, and he talks like this when he raps. Trey the Truth. Shout out to everything he's doing for Houston. Shout out to him. But I liked Better Days with Ra Ra and T.I. I like that song a lot. But the rest, The Mozzie single was decent.
Dude, he's like almost to me becoming like a one-hit wonder. Like he'll never top. What was that one song? Because the beat was just.
Dude, he had a bunch. He had like that one with T.I. and the beat was like.
Oh yeah.
I can't say the lyrics, but tells you how memorable it is. But yeah, man, Trey the Truth, Hometown Hero is out. Every time I see that title, I think of Crit though. Sorry.
Yeah, can't.
Now, if you want to get into bars,
Yeah,
Prime 2 is out. It's DJ Premier and Royce da 5'9". For those that don't know who Royce is, he is from Slaughterhouse and
arguably the best rapper
in Slaughterhouse, which is saying a lot. Trust me, it's saying a lot. And he's affiliated with Shady and Eminem and all that. And so they put out Prime 1 and it was really good. This is Prime 2.
Made Man
makes me so happy that I'm not a rapper, man. I also like the Gotta Love It with CeeLo. Sunflower Seeds is really good. Era with Dave East is okay. But yeah, I like this. The Rhapsody single Loved Ones is good. I liked this, but I'm only going to pull it out when I want like bars, just crazy bars, which I'm not always in the mood for. But when I am, this is the type of stuff I like to listen to. So
it's solid, very consistent, and he does rap his butt off.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's pretty crazy what he can do. Snoop Dogg dropped a gospel album out of nowhere. Do you realize he's Gucci Maning it up right now? In like the past 8 months, he's dropped 3 albums because he had the one where he was on the cover and tried to look like old Snoop.
Yeah.
Then he had the Make America Crip Again, and now he has the gospel album. So that's
Make America Crip Again to a
just
gospel
amazing.
album.
It's amazing. So he's dropped in the last 9 months. He's dropped 3, which is wild. I like the Charlie Wilson stuff just because I'm a Charlie Wilson fan. This was weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like I love Snoop, but this was like a weird.
Way too many songs. Like I didn't know what to do about it.
Way too many songs. I feel like this is for the Crip that's retired. I feel like this is this is for
the guys in the prisons who are like, yo, like Snoop, like
you don't even need to be doing this, young blood. Yeah. You really don't even need to be doing it. Like it's the 60-year-old Crip loves this. This is his stuff right now.
Yeah.
I just like it when the streets and the church get together, homeboy. Crip. Now the Crips are gonna come after me. I got the Bloods.
Cash Doll.
I'm telling you,
she's another one.
A lot of people like her. A lot of people like her. I don't see
whack to me.
I don't see it, but a lot of people like her. This was a mixtape she put out, 9 songs. I don't even think that I have a favorite on this, to be honest with you.
I couldn't, dude. I just wasn't feeling anything.
Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of like her cover art. It's Instagram.
Oh yeah, it's a great cover art.
That was pretty sick, actually. But yeah, Cash Doll is somewhat blowing up, but on a very underground level blowing up. And I'm not sure what it is, but
she might be one of those artists though. Like she'll come out with a Bodak Yellow single, and all of a sudden they will. But I don't. There's something about Cardi's delivery that separates herself from everybody else.
Cardi's hard,
and her tone, I guess. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, whatever.
Brat Mail is the Cash Doll project. If you guys are checking for it, where are we going?
What are we doing? Where are we going?
So I listened to Toni Romiti. Romiti. I listened to her today when I was driving here from Chicago. Listen, the beats on this are bananas. There are some beats on this that are crazy. She reminds me of Kalani, but with like a harsh attitude. Mm-hmm. First of all, I had no idea DC Young Fly, the comedian, could sing. Bro, he's singing on this and sounds good. Shocked. Absolutely shocked. But yeah, it's very like aggressive female R&B. But this bops. I like this project. This was probably the project that surprised me the most this week. It's called Tomboy by Toni Romiti.
Okay.
So go check that one out. That might be all the albums. Like I said, there wasn't
Jay.
tons. Jay. So Jay Adams. Tell him about Jay.
Jay Adams. He's a fan of the show. Love the album title called Struggle Rapper. So he was releasing just a bunch of songs, and everybody was like, yo, is there any way you could put these songs together in like a mixtape format, album format? And he was like, you guys really want that? And eventually he was like, screw it, I'll do it. I think the concept is so dope. So it's called Struggle Rapper. Very first song is Eviction Notice, part 1, and then it goes through 20 days, and he gets evicted on his last day. And his last song is called Struggle Rapper. And I felt like that was super creative, really like that. I think Jay is probably one of the, honestly, he's a very good storyteller. Yeah. Concerning rapping. Very, very, very good. Yeah. I would say I can't think of like people who like, if you really think about it, I mean, he's up there.
Yeah, he's probably up there. I like Davy's storytelling a lot. There's not many right now that tell really good stories, to be honest with you.
That's why I said I think he's up there. So in the project, it's got 21 songs. What were your favorites off of it?
Supersize, dude. I love Supersize.
Supersize
is nuts to me. I like that story. I like everything. This is a concept album, and I think like I've never really done a concept song before, but we put out a mixtape back in the day that was called Summer Sounds, guys. Mm-hmm. And the concept was that we wanted just like bright stuff. That was like we did a remix of the I know after tonight. Like we were trying to make it.
The stars, no.
Yeah, look up at the stars. We were trying to make it like an outdoorsy, summery vibe, right? So there's doing that, which is like playing with the idea of a concept album, and then there's like legit planning every song, cookie cutting every song so that like it flows into a story. And I think that's really hard. And I think it's really, really good that he did this. This was awesome to me. So
Like Me was dope. I really like that. Shout out to Kardec. I felt like some of the Dead, that was Dead, I think, was one of the songs where the chorus kind of just jarred me. I feel like some of the choruses were like a little weak, but in terms of the guy's verses, I think you can tell he is very confident in his rapping ability, and it's all over this. Like his verses, he kills almost everything, in my opinion. And his delivery, he's on point. So shout out to Jay. I really like this project. If you guys are looking for somebody you can champion behind who is looking still to get a larger following, we support him here at the Daps and Pound. So Jay Adams, go check his Bandcamp, jadams.bandcamp.com. Struggle Rapper, 21 songs. We're here for it.
We're going to zoom through these hot tracks so that we can get to some other parts of the show. Till It's Over, Anderson .Paak dropped. I was hype about that. Last night, NERD released the Drake verse for Lemon.
That was off of OVO Radio.
Yep, that was off of OVO Sound Radio. And
OVO Sound.
I liked it. I like it. I like this song though. This was a song that I liked from the album anyway. So
Rihanna went harder than Drake in my opinion though.
Oh yeah, and even though we've heard her verse before, hearing it like next to Drake is like interesting.
I think it was just straight. Like I'm not like I could do without it. I can do with it. This is one of those remixes though, where if it's not the Drake remix, you're like, okay, that's cool. Yeah. But there are some Drake remixes like where you're like, no, like get that Drake remix.
Yep.
We're not listening to Tuesday.
Yeah, no.
Without Drake.
No.
You know, it's kind of like that, and I don't feel like that was on there. It was straight. It was. I'm not gonna be. I mean, I'm a stan, but I can admit if it was just like okay, and I think this was just okay.
Yeah, and I like it because I like the whole song. I don't dislike his verse at all, but I liked the song before him. So the fact that they didn't change anything major allows me to keep liking the song. His verse doesn't make me dislike it at all. Let's see here what we got. I skipped down to Kygo and Miguel. I really like that song.
I listened to Done For Me, Charlie Puth. I mean, he's like his songs are very cookie cutter to me.
Yeah, they are.
So I'm like, whatever. Betrayed remix was actually really good. I'm not gonna lie.
With Yo Gotti,
yeah,
Lil
I actually
Xan,
really liked
and
it.
Rich the Kid.
Yeah, by Lil Xan. But I actually thought that was really good. And then you went down to where?
Kygo and Miguel. Remind Me to Forget.
That song is dope.
It's a slapper. I like that.
Chainsmokers next. Like, their stuff's trash to me right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll get out of it, but they had so much success with the first one that maybe they just went too far left. T Grizzly, Don't Even Trip, Moneybag Yo. I think T Grizzly is done. Possibly. He had like a buzz and I don't feel it anymore. Leon Bridges, my guy. He has an album called Good Thing coming out soon, and he released 2 tracks, Bad News and Bet Ain't Worth the Hand. Bet Ain't Worth a Hand really showcases his voice, and Bad News is very, very good doo-wop soul. I can't wait for this project. It's amazing what he can do vocally and arrangement wise, and his style is old school. I love it.
He's what we need.
And then we have Chris Stapleton, I Want Love. This is from an Elton John project that's coming out soon. We also have another Elton John project that's coming out soon. Q-Tip from Tribe Called Quest did it with Demi Lovato. It's called Don't Go Breaking My Heart. It's a remake of an Elton John song. It's not bad if you like Elton John. If you don't like Elton John, then some of these songs aren't going to be very good to you at all. Rich the Kid, Early Morning Trappin', Trippie Redd. This is more just street, like Trapaholics mixtapes type
right
stuff.
Where's that one by that one girl? Gosh darn it. By the way, did you listen to... I'll keep going. Freaky Friday. We have to talk about Freaky Friday. Lil Dicky.
Freaky Friday.
Video is great in my opinion. He's getting hate on it because they're saying like it doesn't help with like the race and things like that. The guy, it's a creative song. He's kind of a comedian. Like, I don't know.
This goes back to what I said on the podcast not long ago about me not taking him very seriously, though.
Yeah.
When it comes to music.
Yeah.
And I've seen interviews where he said, like, no, I'm a rapper. Like, I'm going to show people that I'm a rapper. And to me, this is not how you do that. But it's entertaining. And that's fine.
So
like,
how'd you feel about
I'm good with entertaining. Like, that's perfectly fine.
How'd you feel about the beginning of the episode then? Because he was like, oh, no, he's like not a rapper.
Oh, I mean, I get it. I don't think he raps, but I don't consider him an MC. I don't consider him like someone who is passionate about like hip hop. He's passionate about entertainment, which is cool. But he's Lonely Island to me. Like I put them in the same exact category.
Yeah.
Just because he can rap better doesn't mean that he is more of a true hip hop artist at all to me. Like I think that he is a really good rapper, but he is not a hip hop artist. Like he is a comedian that uses rap to get his jokes across, which is fine. Like that is a whole different genre altogether, and that's entertaining. But he will never, ever, 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 ever be mentioned with the greats. He will never, ever, ever be mentioned with people who are relevant in the culture, doing things for the culture. He's doing this for the culture of entertainment. He is not contributing anything to hip hop right now. It's to entertainment. It's to comedy. It's for the people who want that to cross over into music, and that's perfectly fine if you like that. If you like Lonely Island, you'll like this. And I like Lonely Island. Like I've purchased Lonely Island albums before because sometimes you just want to be entertained. And I think that's that helps there. Me personally, I didn't like the N-word thing with Chris Brown. I think Chris Brown is pretty lame for that, to be honest with you, to agreeing to that. Yeah. Did not like it. I don't think that adds to the conversation in a pleasant way. I don't think that's something that I try not to say. Like, it's just one of those things that like you have to like think twice about, I think, and comedians don't have that like limit thing there, which is why
nothing's off limits for comedy.
Exactly, which is why again I chalk it up to him being a comedian. I'm not getting like super serious about it because I'm like, oh, he's a comedian. You know what I mean? Like if he was taking hip hop culture serious into that, then I would be like, ooh, this is a big problem. But because he did that and I'm looking at him as a comedian, I'm like, just being a comedian, like that's what he does. Lame to me though. Video is amazing. Whole concept of the song is amazing from an entertainment standpoint.
Did you listen to Hardaway remix? That was actually really good too.
Yo, first of all, the original Hardaway song I actually like.
Yeah,
it's actually hard.
Yeah.
No pun intended. The remix is hard. 2 Chainz is so underrated, man. I think 2 Chainz is one of the most underrated rappers, period. Like people don't think he's very intricate, but he has rhyme schemes.
There was one more that
Did you listen to Nav?
No. It probably goes like this. Baby mama, send you my kiss.
You're not wrong.
Then I got my Nike and my kicks.
Oh my gosh.
Then I tell you that I'm watching flicks.
Oh.
You don't need me anymore. I got this from the ceiling to the floor.
And then I popped a couple perkies.
Blacked out in the murky.
Murky. What else?
What was that one song? It was by that girl I sent you. It was
the one you just sent.
Was it Be Like You? Yeah, I just sent it to you because I was like, yo, this song, it woke me up from a nap. I actually put all the singles on and I fell asleep. And then I woke up to that one and I was like, yo, like that song.
Haley Kayoko.
Let It Be?
Yeah.
Dude, it's really good. Like, I liked it a lot. But I'm glad I remembered because I don't want to forget. Johnny Rain is back.
Yo, Peach.
From a hiatus.
Peach.
Okay, so he's got. What was the name of the other one?
It was Peach, and it was. I'm trying to think of.
So last project he had was in 2015. My boy Michael Pinch put me onto this guy years ago, and I always liked his sound.
17.
Always liked his sound. Apparently, too, like he just is one of those guys who I feel like is really talented, but with like record labels and stuff, just nothing went through ever. Like I guess he had talks with like a bunch of different execs. But dude, yeah, Peach is so good, bro. I've listened to that song quite a bit actually so far.
Peach is dope.
And so I'm very excited for new Johnny Rain. If you guys haven't listened to his stuff, you should check him out. I like him a lot.
Burhana Grey La is really, really good. I like that song. It fits into what my mood has been recently, which is very, very global sound recently that I've been listening to, some West African stuff that I've been listening to, like Western and Mabel and Cranium. And it's all really good stuff. So if you want to vibe for some teens,
we almost forgot Sango's album.
Sango came out with an album, and I'll tell you what, it is called In the Comfort Of. And from a production standpoint, there's not many better. I think that he is the most mellow person probably. Like I can't imagine him being like a hyper person.
Right.
Because of his music. My favorite song is actually still the Smino record.
Yeah. Mine's still a Sweet Holy Honey.
Sweet Holy Honey is I love that song, honey. But there's something about like Smino's record. I say Smino, like it just feels good. There's some tracks though on that thing from some rappers that I hadn't heard of before that are really good. I like it. It's called In the Comfort Of. Sango. Make sure you follow this dude. Make sure you get this album. He's a collaborator really of Xavier Omar, who we, always champion on this podcast. So make sure you go do that.
Yeah.
That's probably all. Let us know if we missed anything, though, for sure. Hit up Daps_pounds on Twitter, Instagram. Yell at us. For the sake of time in the show, we need to move on to round 2 of our Kanye bracket. Do you guys mind? Sure you don't.
Hey, Kanye bracket.
Guys, round 2 of the Kanye bracket. I had some DMs. I had some people hit me up and tell me that they really, really liked the Kanye thing. This is some of the stuff that we need to keep doing.
People talk to you a lot more than they talk to me about our show.
Yeah, do they?
Dude, no one talks to me about it. I'm actually like not even joking.
I think it's just because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why they do that.
I'm the weakling of the two.
Let's not do this. There. Let's not do this today.
This is my last episode, guys. Let's get into it.
Oh, we said we were going to tell them together.
Northwest.
We have Can't Tell Me Nothing against Never Let Me Down. I have to go. Okay, hold on. Before we start, let's get the coin flip up. Because I feel like we're going to have some coin flippage that needs to happen for this, all right? I feel like we need to just get this going.
By the way, that Drake bracket next year when we do one is going to be hard.
Okay. So we have a coin flip up, so that we'll be able to flip a coin on things. Do you need a pen and pad so that you can write down the winners?
Got it.
Like we did last time. Perfect. Let's get into this. So we have Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Let's get it.
God's Plan, let's get it. We have Can't Tell Me Nothing against Never Let Me Down. I'm going Never Let Me Down. What are you going?
I can go Never Let Me Down.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
Can't Tell Me Nothing, in my opinion, is not a one C.
No, I think
song.
the beat saves the song a lot.
And also in terms of March Madness, this is exactly where Virginia was, and Virginia didn't even win the first round. So I'm here for it.
Okay. So Never Let Me Down has won. We are going to go down to Hey Mama against Real Friends.
Okay. Hey Mama on the Twitter, the actual Twitter where people are voting, is like apparently one of Kanye's greatest songs ever made. I'm sorry, it's a great song because of what it means right now and the emotional aspect, but it is not one of Kanye's best songs ever made.
No.
Real Friends, in my opinion, wins this one hands down. Don't come at me.
This is Real Friends. Next we are going.
This is easy.
Next we are going Flashing Lights, New Slaves, Flashing Lights.
This is easy.
Flashing Lights is one of the best songs ever made.
Flashing Lights, 100%.
Next we are going Big Brother against Through the Wire. This one gets a little dicey.
I have to say Through the Wire, though.
I have to go. Okay, same thing. Through the Wire has won against Big Brother. Do you hear that, people who love Big Brother? It's lost. This is gonna get dicey a little bit. I think we'll both be on the same page, maybe, but I think this could be a little controversial. All Falls Down against Heartless. I go All Falls Down. Okay, we're good. No controversy here.
Dude, that's actually, that is one of Kanye's best songs.
That came on in the club. We were in Logan District last night, and
dude, I want to go to the club again. It's been so long.
Listen,
dude, it was
that song, that record is 15 years old maybe now.
Yeah.
Rings off still. And it's not even like a club song, fam.
Dude.
So now we have Drive Slow against Runaway.
This one's actually hard to me.
It is hard. But I have to go Drive Slow. I have to. And I love Runaway. I love what it did. No one was doing that sound in hip hop at the time. I get Runaway. But Drive Slow, when you factor in GLC's verse, when you factor in a flawless, and I do mean flawless, Paul Wall verse, T.I. being the weak link on that verse is incredible because he was still good, but like Paul Wall, GLC, and Kanye had crazy verses. Like,
I still have to go Runaway, so we're gonna have to flip a coin. In my opinion, Runaway, to me, the thing that sets it apart is because people haven't done this on a rap song when Kanye just literally just lets the strings play and he just has his vocals going on to it. To me, I love that part. Like,
Runaway
to me,
is amazing.
It was the most theatrical rap song to ever be produced at that time.
I don't know if I can agree with that, but it's up there. I can say it's up there and then research later. But we're gonna flip a coin on this. It's Runaway, okay, against
Runaway's tails, Drive Slow's heads.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Boom. Drive
slow.
You've won twice now, you little punk.
Yes. All right. Now we are back.
Drive slow, homie.
We are going Blame Game against Celebration. I love Celebration. So Celebration wins that one. Now we're going Get 'Em High against All of the Lights. Now,
All of the Lights.
I think it's All of the Lights, but I will say Get 'Em High is a great song.
Yeah.
I love that song. Now we're going to the other side of the bracket, and it's this one's dicey. This is dicey.
This one.
We're going Jesus Walks against Streetlights. I have to go Streetlights, personally. Now, Jesus Walks was, once again, Kanye doing something that people don't do.
I will only say I agree with you because if I'm going to be honest, I think All Falls Down is the best song off that project. And then Jesus Walks isn't. Jesus Walks is the one that kind of like really put him over the edge. But something about Streetlights is on like another level in terms of the artistry of Kanye.
Okay. Streetlights it is. Now we have to go 30 hours against Stronger. Even though 30 hours is a sleeper off of Pablo, I will say Stronger.
Yeah, I'll go Stronger as well.
But it is a sleeper. 30 hours is good. Slow Jams against Gold Digger. This is actually pretty dicey, but
no, I was pissed. No, I was pissed.
This is dicey.
This is not dicey to me.
This is dicey. It's Slow Jams to me.
It's Slow Jams all the way. I don't think it's dicey. I'm pissed that people think it's dicey.
Bro, Gold Digger for a certain demographic was huge.
I don't care. She got a light-skinned friend.
Look like Michael Jackson. Got a dark-skinned friend. Look like Michael Jackson.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
My God. All right.
Have you seen that? Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's the best. It's the best.
Now we have Good Morning against.
Did you see? I'm sorry. Did you see the one where it was like when Lil Wayne said like ketchup like mayonnaise?
Ketchup like mayonnaise. Oh my God.
That's so funny. Or like the one, my personal favorite was when a 4-year-old's telling you a story.
Yes. I saw a retweet. That was funny. Good Morning against Father Stretch My Hands Part 1. I go Father Stretch My Hands Part 1.
Yeah, I will too.
Moving on down the bracket.
Just mainly just because that intro is probably one of the best
Ever.
If your metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot.
Shout out to Yo Metro. Now we have Touch the Sky against Otis. I have to go Touch the Sky on this. What about you? What do you think?
That one's closer in my opinion.
You want to...
But I will also agree with Touch the Sky.
Okay.
I just think Otis is like when you it's aged so well. Like you go back to it and you're like, this was a really good song.
Okay.
But yeah.
Now we have Spaceships against Diamonds. I have to go Spaceships.
Dude, there was a lot from the first Kanye project.
People continue to sleep on College Dropout, but I'm telling you, College Dropout is insane. Okay. Heard Him Say against Gorgeous. I have to go Heard Him Say.
Yeah, Heard Him Say.
And then lastly, we have Family Business against Paris. I go Paris.
Yeah,
Paris had such a big impact.
Paris.
So there you have it. That is round 2 of the Kanye bracket. This time it was easier. We knew it would be though. Once we got everything down. Next week is the 3rd round of this Kanye madness. Shout out to the winners.
Yeah, we'll post this picture up on our Facebook and our Twitter and Instagram. We don't have a Facebook. So Instagram and Twitter, Daps_pounds to follow us. And then after next week, we'll continue to figure out who's in the Elite 8. And then we are going to continue doing this until we find out who the winner is.
Yes, we are going to close out the show talking about a little of March Madness. Or did we already do that?
We already did March Madness.
Okay, never mind. So we're going to close the show out, and then the only way we know how. That's Adobe hitting you with 101 conversation starters for couples. Adobe, hit me.
What quality or skill that you possess would you find most gratifying to have your child imitate as an adult?
My charm. If my son has my charm, watch out. If there's 2 of us,
I want him to be funny, just so I can laugh at him.
just so you can laugh at him.
Yeah, just so I can laugh with him and laugh at him.
I like that.
You know what I mean? Because then if we're both somebody who are trying to outdo each other, then just a lot of laughing.
So Dobie's is
just humor,
funny humor. Mine is charm.
Laughing.
Yeah.
I like people who laugh a lot. You know what I mean? It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you laugh a lot when you watch this show at the Daps and Pounds Show. This has been season 2, episode 9 for you. Guys, we really hope you enjoyed this episode. If we missed anything musical wise, you can hit us up on Instagram and Twitter, Daps_pounds. Dappies, you are literally the best. Make sure your mom and your dad knows. If you guys can, please go to iTunes, review it for us. That really helps us out. We will read your review. We need to keep those flowing in. So we're kind of begging. Ain't too proud to beg. We ain't too proud to beg. Sing it.
And you know it. Please don't leave me, girl.
Please don't leave us. Ladies and gentlemen, Malcolm, close us out.
Oh, yes. Guys, my name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobie.
We represent 2 mics,
2 friends,
and 1 show. The Daps and Pound Show. Make sure you shout out to the shout out.
Gang, gang, gang.
Woo!